Welcome back. I just got home from my adventure to Phoenix, Arizona, and wanted to share a little of that experience with you. The event was the 2021 Desert Team Challenge, a 4-day team match that pit almost all of the top-level F Open teams in the country in head-to-head competition. Matches included a 600-yard day, a pommel course of fire, and 2 days of 1,000-yard competition. Conditions were typical for the Ben Avery Range. The wind blew every day, but rarely exceeded 8 miles per hour. While the winds were not big in any way, they could be a little twitchy, and I saw more than one 8 show up on a few of the targets. While reviewing my footage from the match, a common theme appeared. What is that, you ask? It's simple. The best do the little things better. I mean, there is a very small number of people out there that cannot break an awesome shot from a front rest and rear bag. But is that all it takes to win or place in a major event? Of course not. It takes little things. Those are the things that, along with a good rifle handling and load development, define the difference between a champion and an also-ran. I was fortunate enough to have 2 former national champions on my team and be squatted next to the current national champion. From my perspective, watching others shoot is enlightening. Here, let me show you my friend Todd. Todd is well known for his amazing ability to rack up an X count and be super consistent in doing so. Let me show you. Here is Todd's shot process. All right, now let me back up to the shot break. Slow down a little here. Look at how stable Todd is. See how he watches the bullet impact through the scope? As soon as he sees what he's looking for, the bolt comes open and all the way back. His rifle has an ejector in it, so the case clears all by itself. The next round is smoothly inserted on the feed ramp and the bolt closed, all while the target is moving into the pits. Todd is smooth all the time. If you learn nothing else from Todd and I, learn to operate smoothly and consistently. It does make a difference. While I'm showing Todd shooting, I have to congratulate Todd and the Borden Brooks Lapua team. They were the runaway victors at the match, besting our second place finish by an embarrassing amount. My team is currently analyzing all of the shooting and what we know of theirs to see why they were so much more successful than anyone else. So what is my point? Todd practices something that many F-class shooters neglect. Todd conducts dry fire exercises. Don't just believe me. Give Eric Cortina's interview with Todd a look. Now, I do some dry fire as well, but I'm not a fan of mercilessly slamming the striker around inside the bolt, so I'm looking for appropriate snap caps. Now, 284 Winchester snap caps are a little hard to find, but I did find some. These are from Harbor Arms. They are 6.5 284, but they also fit straight 284, so I'm in business. They cycle just like they should and eject from the port of my Bernard and Golden Bear actions. Considering the rules of the house here on YouTube, I'm providing a link to my public links page on Patreon. Harbor Arms is featured over there. I know that the viewers of this channel include some of the best trained shooters in the world. But before we go any farther, and out of respect for the recent tragedy on a film set, let's take a moment to go over the most important safety rule there is. That rule is do not ever point a firearm at anything you are not immediately willing to destroy or kill. Absolutely never. That means even if it's unloaded, even if it has a snap cap in it, even if you think it's broken and can't fire. Never. Now for dry fire practice, I think of it this way. If I really messed up, where would the projectile go? What would stop it? What's behind that wall? If the answer includes a place where there could be a person, pet, or important piece of property, please don't do that. From there, you still need to practice all the other safety rules. If you don't know them by heart, go get some training. I beg you, get some safety training. I've personally been through several gun safety classes in my life and continue to refresh myself frequently to prevent complacency from creeping in. Now back to our story. Dry firing gives us an opportunity to see what happens when the striker falls and build habit patterns that serve our shooting well. I'm making videos right now for my patrons on the dry fire drills that I do. Let's look at another national champion. This is Norm Harold. Notice that Norm breaks a shot before I finish saying the word. This is a simple matter of being ready. What does being ready mean? It's having the rifle loaded and aimed at the previous hole. From there, it is a matter of maybe sliding over a small amount before breaking a shot. This is standard for my team's operating procedures. If you're shooting on a team, make sure you understand your win coach's call pattern and expected shot rhythm. Why is this important? Unlike cheese and wine, a win call doesn't get any better with age. The quicker we can communicate the win call and break the shot, the better. Norm is also smooth all the time, so he can make excellent shots with minimal time. Now, rather than trundle off into the subjects of human performance and such, let's turn back to the idea at hand. Shooting skills come from practice and nowhere else. I hate to tell you this, but in order to consistently shoot well, you have to shoot well in practice. You see, the definition of learning is a change in behavior as a result of experience. The key there is the experience. You can either experience things that make you better or misinterpret your experiences to make you, at worst, worse than you were. My advice is simple. If you have a place to do it safely, do some dry fire practice. The smoothness you gain, even when shooting belly bench rest, is valuable. Otherwise, plan on shooting in lots of matches to learn. Until next time, work on smoothing your technique out, and I'll see you in the next one.